Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I am going to explain how to burn program or how to write program in the microcontroller and how to design systems using microcontroller. So suppose you're having one microcontroller, right? And you want to build one small project related to that using that particular microcontroller. Okay. Then the very first thing is you require hardware. Like suppose you want to display some sensor values, then you will require sensor, then you will require microcontroller, right? Then you will require display device to display that particular sensor value on the display. Okay. Now after this you have to write program, that is software part. So this is hardware part. Okay. Now for writing program you will require IDE, that is integrated development environment. So with the help of integrated development environment you can write program for the microcontroller. Now once your program is ready, then you must have to convert that program into machine code. Okay. Now what is mean by machine code? Whatever program we write C, C++ or Java programming language, then that particular program is not understandable by the microcontroller. Okay. So we must have to convert that program into the machine code, and for that conversion we again need help of this IDE. So this IDE will convert that particular program into the machine code. Once this program is converted into the machine code, then we can write that program, that is machine code, into the ROM memory of the microcontroller. So we always burn program into the ROM memory. Okay. Now in Arduino IDE, very first thing is you will require board, that is Arduino board. Okay. Then second thing is you will require ID, that is software part. Okay. Third thing is you require program. Okay. Then write program using this IDE, that is integrated development environment, and then next step is verify, select comport, select board, and then click on upload. Once you upload that particular program on the Arduino board, then your Arduino board will work according to your program. Okay. So this is related to the programming part of the microcontroller. So if you are not having Arduino board, if you are having another microcontroller, then you have to check which hardware is available for burning that particular program inside the microcontroller. Now suppose let's take example, you are having 8051 microcontroller, you are having any category of single, you are having only one microcontroller, you are not having board like Arduino board. Okay. Then in that case you will require special type of hardware. There are certain hardware available on which you can put your microcontroller, and you can select this machine code, and you can burn that particular machine code into the microcontroller using that particular special type of hardware. Okay. So please remember one thing, if you purchase only microcontroller, you will require special type of hardware for putting your program inside that particular microcontroller. And if you are having Arduino based board or another ARM based board which are having plug and play type of facility, like using USB cable, if you are connecting your board to the microcontroller, then there is no need of special type of hardware. You can directly connect your board to the computer or laptop, and you can directly burn your program inside the microcontroller. Okay. Now, in this session, I will explain the programming part related to this Arduino. So in Arduino, basically we write program with the help of C++ programming language. Okay, and there are three important parts in the Arduino programming. Okay, so first thing is variable declaration. This is used for storing a piece of data. For example, you want to declare certain variables, like suppose you want to we are having certain pins of the Arduino board. Okay. For example, we are having pin number 0 to pin number 13, and you want to assign name to pin number 2. Then you can assign name to that particular pin number 2 into the variable declaration, or you can declare certain variables which are required inside the program. Then next is void setup. Okay, so in void setup, we have already studied void setup and void loop. There are three important parameters in the programming of Arduino. please remember this thing. First is variable declaration, second thing is void setup. In void setup we define certain pins as an input or output, okay, or suppose you want to perform certain serial communication, then in that case baud rate you can set using void setup, okay. And void loop is infinite, okay. So for example, this is your Arduino board, okay, and I'm writing a microcontroller, and here we are having analog pins, for example A0 to A5, and here we are having pin number 0 to pin number 13, okay. And suppose you want to declare this pin number 12 as an input pin, where you want to connect one sensor, then that particular pin you have to declare as an input in the void setup, okay. Suppose you want to connect display devices to this particular pin, like pin number 1 to pin number suppose 7, then you must have to declare these pins as an output pin in the void setup part. And then in void loop you can write program for reading sensor values and putting it on display device, okay. So this is related to the structure of the programming of the Arduino board, okay. So please remember these points. And here I am taking one example of LED blinking, which we have already studied. So we are having two parts in the Arduino programming. First is void setup and void loop. In void setup we always define certain parameters related to the program. So here LED blinking means we are having Arduino board, okay, and we are having pin number 13, and to the pin number 13 we have connected one LED, okay, and we have to write program to blink this LED. Then what are the steps? Very first thing is we have to declare this pin number 13 as a output pin, okay. So this we have to define in the void setup. Second thing is pin number 13 we have to put into the high state, then pin number 13 we have to put into the high state, then apply delay, then pin number 13 we have to put into low state, and pin number 13 we have to again we have to apply delay after putting the low state of the pin number 13. So this we have to write into the void loop, that is infinite loop, okay. Once this is done, then we can upload this program into the Arduino board and our LED will be in blinking condition, okay. So here pin mode, very first thing is we have to declare this pin as output pin. Why output? Because we are sending sending data from this particular pin to the outside world or outside devices. So pin mode, here we have to mention pin number and then output, okay. So sets the digital pin 13 as a output. Then void loop, then in void loop digital write function is used to write values on the particular pin of Arduino board. So it is basically high and low values. The two values we can write only high and low only, okay. So digital write, then mention pin number on which pin you have to write certain values. So pin number 13 and high, then apply delay, then digital write 13 and low state, then apply delay. So this is a simple program for LED blinking. I hope Vaishali ma'am or Pratibha ma'am will take simulation on this particular program, okay. Or you can try using once you are familiar with the simulation part, then you can try this particular code for the Arduino board, okay. Now I will explain some basic concept now related to this programming part. What is function? The function is a named piece of code that can be used from elsewhere in a sketch. Now what is meant by function? Suppose you are having one main program and you're having one small program that you don't want to put into the main program. Then what you can write that program somewhere else, and you can give some name to that particular program, and you can call that particular program inside the main program, okay. Now what does it mean? For example, here if you can see, this delay is function, digital write is also function. Now for delay we are having like maybe 20 or 30 lines of program, but that program we have not we have not written in the main program. This is our main program, okay. So this delay program is written somewhere else, but we are calling into the main program. Now delay is inbuilt function which is available into the Arduino programming, okay. But here we are not writing program related to delay, we are just mentioning delay and 1000. Once we write this delay 1000, then it will call the delay program, Okay, so here we are having 20, 30 or 40, maybe hundreds lines of program for the delay calculation. Okay, for delay calculation, timer concept is there, timer and all these things. So all this delay related program is written somewhere else, and we are just writing, or we are just calling this delay function. Okay, so this is basically function. Okay, so for example, here is the definition of setup. Setup is again function. Okay, so from the blink example, so we are writing void setup. Void setup is function, and then inside void setup we are mentioning this pin mode and all this, and again pin mode is again one function. Okay, now next is the pin mode function configure pin as either input or an output. Okay, so pin mode LED output, pin mode 13 output, pin mode 10 input. Suppose you want to define pin number 10 as an input, then you can write function like this. Okay, suppose you want to write you want to define pin number 13 as a output, then you can write this particular program like this, pin mode 13 output. Okay, suppose you want to write you want to define pin number 4 as output, then you will write pin mode, sorry, I will write here pin mode, and in brackets suppose pin number 4 you want to define as a input, then you will write like this. Okay, so this is basically pin mode function is basically used to configure pin as a input or output. This is very important because most of the embedded systems or projects we define by defining this input and output function only. Okay, then digital write functions output a value on a pin, that is high and low values basically. Okay, so for that purpose we have to write like this, digital write LED pin. LED pins means 0 to 13 or any pin that you want to use, high or low. Okay, so this function set the LED pin 13 to high state or 5 volt, writing a low to pin connects it to the ground or 0. Okay, so these are the few important functions which you should familiar with the for the Arduino programming. Okay, now the next thing is there are two special functions that are part of every Arduino sketch, that is setup and loop. So the setup is called once when the sketch start. Okay, and it is good place to do setup tasks like setting pin modes on initializing libraries. Okay, so whenever you want to set certain pins as an input or output, that must be done into the setup mode. Suppose you are performing some serial communication part, then baud rate must be defined in the void setup loop only. Okay, and the loop we have already discussed, it is the, we can say, infinite loop. Okay, so it is function is called over and over, that is infinite loop. Okay, and is heart of most sketches. Okay, you need to include both functions in your sketch even if you don't need them for anything. Okay, now please remember the one thing, setup is called once initially, and void loop is called infinite time. Okay, so another function is delay. So delay causes the Arduino to wait for a specified number of milliseconds before continuing on to the next line. For example, you are making LED into the 0 state, that is low state, and once you are calling delay, then delay will stop your, or it will wait. Suppose if I write 1000 here, and after that I am writing 1. Okay, so your LED will be in low state first, and then your program will wait here for 1 second. Whatever delay you are mentioning for that particular amount of time, your program will wait here, and then your LED will be in on state. Okay, so there are 1000 milliseconds in seconds, so we can write delay 1000. Okay, now here is another program. So as I have already discussed, we are having basically three part in the Arduino programming. First one is variable declaration, second is void setup, and third one is void loop. So in the variable declaration you can assign name to the pin. So here I am assigning LED name to the pin number 7. Okay, so integer LED is equal to pin number 7. For example, whenever you are designing project using Arduino, so in that case, suppose we are having pin number 5 and you are interfacing sensor to the pin number 5, and you don't want to put 5 number or that particular pin number inside the program. You want to assign name like sensor, you want to put sensor name to that particular pin, then you can perform, or you can write, or you can declare this particular declaration inside the variable declaration part. Okay, so first part is variable declaration, then void setup. In void setup I'm writing pin mode LED. Now here I'm writing LED, so whenever we write LED, then it will consider pin number 7 only, and we are writing output. Okay, output means we are putting, or we are going to write data on that particular pin. And then again same case, digital write LED. So whenever LED is called, pin number 7 will be called. High state, then delay, then low state, and then again delay. Okay, so here is another example. Now this particular concept, if you are having hardware, then you can go for this 7-segment display, or you can simulate also this 7-segment display. So basically, what is 7-segment display? In 7-segment display, we are having 7 LEDs. So we are having 7 LEDs, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay. Now suppose you want to display 0, then you have to put, basically in 7-segment display, all these horizontal and vertical lines are nothing but LEDs. Okay. Now by turning on and off these LEDs, we can display certain numbers. For example, suppose you want to display 0 number, then you have to turn on A, B, C, then D, then E, and F LED. So it will display 0. Suppose you want to display 8, then you have to turn on all the LEDs. Suppose you want to display 1, then you have to turn on only B and C LED. Okay. Suppose you want to display 2, then you have to turn on A, then B, then G, then E, and then D. Okay. So this is one example through which you can display certain numbers on the 7-segment display. So if you are having simulation, or if you are having actual hardware, then please try to display 0 to 9 numbers using this 7-segment display. It will clear lots of basic concepts related to the programming. Okay. So these are the references which I have taken for this particular slides. Thank you.